So today my topic is integrate. And when I first started preparing this presentation, I thought I had a few different angles. I thought I could present about integrating content into communications, about integrating online and offline efforts, about integrating business and technology and marketing strategies. But I came up with a different approach, an approach that I think ties everything together. Today I want to talk about integrating your customer and why. So Forrester is an independent think tank, and it calls the age we're living in right now the age of the customer. This is a 20-year cycle where businesses have to systematically understand and serve the increasingly powerful customer. And why? Because this is your customer. In fact, this is us. We take technology for granted. We take information for granted. We take this mobile, contextual, interconnected web of things for granted. And this ubiquitous presence has become indispensable in our daily lives. We access it through our smartphones, our computers, and other devices. This web has not only transformed our behavior, but it has transformed our expectations. See something somewhere, anywhere, and look it up. Mobile search is prolific. Find a product, find a service, find an opinion, add an opinion, find the producer, ask a question, and somebody can answer. This tool influences how we make a decision about what we consume. This mobile contextual web helps us navigate our world around us. What is available? Where is it? How much does it cost? What are my options? So I'm just going to say again, integrate your customer. But why? Because we are connected. We're connected to our friends, our families, our communities, but we're also connected to this web. And information is power. And besides, competition is just a click away or a search in the App Store. Today's consumers are empowered. We're engaged. We're digital natives. We have a voice. We have opinions, and we expect to be heard. But we also expect to participate, and we expect to have an experience. How should we integrate our customer? I thought I would look at a few brands and look at some examples. And for this presentation, I chose these three. I looked at way more, but I just chose these three. And I asked these questions: how have these brands successfully integrated their customer? So this video crossed my radar one day. It was about Switzerland. I recognized the landscape, and I clicked. And other than the catchy, upbeat tune, which you can't hear, I was captivated by the idea. Rent a car outfitted with all the equipment you need, discover your favorite road, add your own story, and share it. And this campaign ran from May to October this year, and to date, it has over 165 audience-created videos, the one that survived the cut, over 1.1 million views on YouTube, over 270,000 unique visitors on the website, and I can't even count the mentions in other social platforms. Emotional, personal, branded stories, content on every channel, on every relevant platform. The next story is about a TripAdvisor app, for example. This year we went on holiday to the Three Lakes region, and it was a bit spontaneous and with very little planning. We booked an apartment online, and we got up early one day, we packed everything into the car, and away we drove. And when we got there, we settled into the apartment we booked online, and then we walked down to the plaza, and we thought, oh, where are we going to eat? So we loaded TripAdvisor, and we just asked, where are some places we can eat? And the results were sorted by proximity and rated by customers. And my Kickstarter example is an example of a musician, Amanda Palmer. She walked away from a record label when she said that she didn't have enough fans. They said she wasn't generating enough revenue, and she had only sold approximately 25,000 albums. So when she went to launch her next album, she turned to crowdfunding. She asked her audience to believe in her. She asked them to invest in her and participate with her. And she asked for $100,000, and she walked away with $1.2 million. From who? From those 25,000 fans. So this is direct investment, pre-sales, inclusion in the product. So how have these brands successfully integrated their customer? They've integrated their customer voice, quite literally, by using customer-generated content, on branded content, on customer in context and customer perspective content, crowdfunding, and crowdsourcing their products. What can the wine industry do? I say collaborate, cooperate and co-produce not only your content and communications, but also your products. Integrate your customer perspective and integrate your customer into your brand. And going back to my examples, I'll just go through branded content, an app. And so branded content, you may not have the budget to hire an agency to create that multimedia campaign, but you can be proactive. You can provide a context, provide tools and equipment, provide logistics, and most importantly, provide a time frame. And then you can prepare to be delighted. Oh my goodness. So, content and context, use the tag, but add something that's emotional or personal or something that gives connection. Missed that one. Next up is my regional wine advisory app. Imagine you've just arrived in a region and you want to know about regional wine and experiences. What do you want to know? You want to know what is available, what is unique, where it is in relation to you, what does it cost, what are your options. Can you sort the options based on factors that are relevant to you, which change for everybody? Can you add your opinion? Can you see other people's opinion? Can it recommend me wines or experiences? So this imaginary app is somewhere between TripAdvisor and Foursquare, but for wines and wineries and wine regions, and I don't think it exists yet. So in the crowdfunding space, what is the wine industry doing in crowdfunding? La Crema and Columbia Crest Wineries this year, they launched a virtual vintner program where people could contribute to the winemaking decisions and create their own wine through the internet, I suppose. And Morrison's in the UK, they invited customers to create a blend, and then they bottled and sold it. And Miss Vicky Wine, I think, is here. She's known for including her community in decisions about her product. In terms of crowdfunding, I found two examples of what's happening in the wine industry. One is a subscription-based business model, and the other one's a crowdfunding platform. But my point here is I just wanted to say, instead of just asking your customer to buy your product, you can ask them to invest in your product in other ways. So thank you, and thank you.